That's how us.
Yeah, that doing homework. Of course. Yeah, I like that.
Dub Sizzle from the chat room says Shane stalks the pretty guest. LOL.
Aw. Well, I just logged in now, so thank you.
But you know, let's get down for those who have only seen the MySpace pictures. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Your background, how long you've been acting, you've been modeling. How long have you been in the squared circle? You started off as a valet. How did you get convinced, or did you always want to jump from ballet to in the ring? What's the deal?
Okay, so I grew up watching WWF and WCW especially. I was a huge WCW fan. I grew up watching it. I was really, really into it when I was young. We had clubs. We had, it was crazy. We used to, do moves. We used to come up with moves, all this stuff. And then eventually, I kind of just stopped watching it when I was in high school. I was doing a lot of sports. I was doing a lot of stuff, and I just didn't have time. I couldn't make time for it. And then when I was in college, same thing. I didn't even have a TV for all the years I was in college. So when I graduated, I was still, doing a little bit of modeling or whatever. And I was online. I saw an ad on Model Mayhem that was looking for, it was a casting call for models that were interested in, it didn't say valet, because I know if a lot of girls would have understood, what a valet was. It just said, pretty much it said they needed arm candy. My roommate and I were like, hey, this sounds awesome. Let's do it. So I went in, and I kind of just started hanging around. I did a show. I think the second show I did, the guy I was valeting was involved in a match with little Guido Nunzio, and they actually threw me in the match. They were like, you're going to go in here. You're going to have the spot with him. And he came up to me for the match, and he's like, look, Spike Dudley was on that show, which was awesome, because I always thought he was really, really tiny. And then he's like, I'm really small, but he was like my height, so I was like, oh, he's not that small, which I guess for a guy is pretty small. But let me get back to the point. So just from that match, he's like, look, I'm going to be yelling at you. I'm going to be cursing at you. I'm going to be yelling obscenities at you or whatever. Don't get offended, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I got this. It's fine. So I came out, and the entire crowd was booing me. They started chanting that I had all these diseases and blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm just like, as sick as it sounds, I was like, oh, my God, this is so exciting. I feel so awesome. This is a rush I never got when I was on stage. It was a completely different rush. And so I kept hanging around. I kept doing more shows with them. I started getting more involved. I became a manager. Hung around for an entire year before I went and sat in Johnny's office, and I was like, Johnny, I want to start training. I want to get in the ring. I want to start training. He's like, oh, baby, whenever you're ready, you tell me. So about 2 or 3 more months after that, I was like, I'm ready, getting in the ring. And so I did. So that was less than a year ago, actually. And I've been busting my butt, man, working I don't know if I can say the donkey word. Can I say the donkey word?
Yes, you may.
I've been busting my ass pretty much, and it's been awesome. I mean, there was some, especially when I first started, oh my God, I was in so much pain. It was insane. I was like, I've never been in this kind of pain before. I have a really bad neck from before, and I have bad hips from dancing and from playing volleyball and I used to be a catcher. It was just like, I've never felt this pain in my life before. And then it was just, I don't know, it was just awesome. The camaraderie, just being able to share these stories with the guys, sitting around listening to the guys who've been in business for 10, 15 years, tell stories, and it's just like, every day I just love it more and more and more, and I just can't wait to keep loving it.
I know you said you've only been in it for, your debut in a year or so here. But, we at HTR, we love to jump the gun. Have you already submitted any tapes to any of the bigger promotions?
I haven't submitted tapes, but I have submitted some pictures into SCW and to WWE, which is pretty much one and the same, but I sent it into both to the Connecticut and to the Florida address, and I haven't gotten an answer back, and I actually barely missed the deadline for the SCW camp, but I'm hoping to, submit my stuff in for the next one and just get evaluated and see what I need to work on, what is good so far, because, I mean, you train. I mean, my trainers are amazing. I train with some guys who are tough as crap, and I told them from the beginning. Apparently, I can drop the F-bomb.
Apparently,
and I can curse like a sailor, which is, it's so hard not to curse because I curse like a sailor. I really do. So, sorry, I also have like really bad attention span. I'm always like all over the place, but something about training. Oh, my stuff. I did send my stuff in. I do want to go to FCW just to be evaluated because the guys that I train with are really tough on me, and they are like, you suck. That's terrible. You need to do this better. So it makes you work hard, and it doesn't, and especially I'm my own worst critic. Like, I see a match, and everybody's like, wow, that was really good. That looked awesome. And I'm like, did you see that spot where I was running and this happened? They're like, no, we totally weren't paying attention to that. I was like, oh, well, I'll know next time. I'll make it better. And it's like, I want to keep going. I want to keep learning, and I want, the people who are going to hire you to be like, look, this is good. This could be better. Work on this. We'll see you in a couple of months. So I know what I have to keep working on. It's, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. It would be, of course, I mean, every wrestler goes into the business, every worker who's in the business ultimately wants to have a contract in their hands. And if not, just wants to be able to completely make a living and be happy with where they are with their career. So, I mean, I'm pretty young. I'm only getting started, so I'm going to be around for a very long time, God willing, knock on wood. Yeah.
now I remember seeing that. I think the WWE is going to have like an open casting call in like October in New York.
I did read that. I have been trying. I'm not sure if you guys know who Mia Yim is, and another amazing, amazing girl who's only been around for almost the same time as me. And I see her in the ring, and I honestly thought she was around for much, much longer. So if you're listening, I love you, Mia. But she hit me up a few days. Actually, I think yesterday on Twitter. She was like, "Hey, are you gonna go to it?" I don't know where it is. It hasn't been released, like where they're doing it, how to get in touch with them. So if anybody knows and can feel free to send the stuff my way, please do. We are both completely going crazy looking for it and just trying to find out because, I mean, I'm from New York and that's where you want to do, and I'm used to casting calls. I'm used to cattle calls, so this is something I would really, really, really love to be able to actually do.
You need only ask one man when you need this information.
What man?
John.
I can ask him.
John, you're in the chat room. You're listening. Hook a sister up. She needs the details. John will find it. He'll post it on your Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, home address, work address. He will find it for you, and he will post it. He posts everything.
That is amazing, John. I'll say, hey, John. I'm not sure if he's, hey, John. I just said, hey, John.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Let's not hype John up too much, and then he fails to deliver.
I know, it's okay. I'll keep. I am gonna keep my eyes open, and if anybody, like I said, if anybody has any idea of even how I can get information, because even though it might be a casting call, it might not be a cattle call. So it might be like girls they select. So if I can get my stuff in the door, my thing always is, and this is probably gonna bite me in the butt one day, but I can really charm the pants off of anyone. I'm a charmer. I really am. So I feel like my thing has always been like with an audition. I'm like, if you get me in the door and you give me the opportunity, I can prove to you why I'm an asset and why you need me. I'm like that with every job interview. Every job interview I've gone to and gotten like a second call back, I've gotten a job because it is awesome. I am awesome.
That's a good attitude to have.
If you're not going to win,
go home.
She's very modest, if you haven't noticed.
I really am.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I have my moments. I just saw Rowdy Ross just posted NXT Season 3 Divas Edition. Honestly, I've been waiting for that to happen. I think that would be amazing. Of course, with me being one of the divas on it, but that's a different story. That'll be a while. But I honestly think that would be awesome to have an actual Divas Edition. And maybe, if not, how, like, Lay Cool is,
the pro.
Yeah, the pro for Caval and stuff, That would be awesome.